Hello my dear students, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's video, we are continuing with the projectile motion. Last class we just introduced the formulas for finding out the time of flight, maximum height and range. And maximum range position also we had seen that formulas and all. Maximum range means it will be equal to u square by g. Right. So, T equals to u sin theta by g. U is the initial velocity which is giving to the projectile. Theta is the angle which makes with the horizontal. The projectile makes an angle theta with the horizontal. H is the maximum height. R is the horizontal range. And one more formula today I had written x is equal, y equals x tan alpha minus gx square by 2u square cos square alpha. What is that formula? That formula shows it is the path of the projectile. As we said in the first class, that is projectile motion means it's the path of the projectile will be a parabola. Okay, so when we are writing down the equations of parabola, deriving the equation using the horizontal direction as well, and the time which is taken when we are substituting the formula s is equal to ut plus half at square, the derivation and all are there in your theory portion. When we discussed the theory portion, CBSE theory portions we discussed, it's there in your playlist. You can, if you have any doubt, please check it out. And the formula we will be getting like this: y equals x minus tan alpha divided by x tan alpha minus gx square divided by 2u square cos square alpha. Okay, so this formula we can write down in different ways: x tan alpha into g square. See, g tan alpha x tan alpha minus gx square divided by 2u square into 1 by cos square alpha is cosec square alpha, right? So that cosec square alpha we can write it as 1 plus tan square alpha. Like that also we can write down. So in many format, anyway, at least one equation you should learn and keep: y equals x tan alpha minus gx square divided by 2u square cos square alpha. Okay, this one you should by heart along with this equations. Okay, so today we are going to do some of the introductory exercise which is given over here relating to these equations. Okay, the first question is, these questions are from DC Pandey's book. A particle is projected from the ground with initial velocity u equals 20 root 2 meter per second. U equals 20 root 2 meter per second at 45 degree, theta equals 45 degree with the horizontal. We need to find out R, H and T. This is the first question. Second one, velocity of the particle after 1 second. Velocity after 1 second. Then velocity of the particle at the time of collision with the ground. Okay, that is along the x-axis. Velocity at ground. Okay, so R, H and T easily you can find out just by substituting the formulas. And for finding out T, you can use 2u sin theta divided by g. Initial velocity is given, theta is given. So respective formulas you can choose and find out the answer. Now I am moving to the second question, that is velocity after 1 second. So final velocity only it's required. Initial velocity it is given as 20 root 2. So how will we find out? As I said you in the previous videos, to find out this projectile motion, we will be using the two coordinates, right? X coordinate and y coordinate. Since the object is projected horizontally. Since the object is projecting horizontally, here we can consider this into x coordinate and y coordinate. See, this is u. We can consider that this is ux and this is uy. It's making an angle theta equals 45 degree. So ux will be equal to u cos 45 and this is u sin 45. velocity after 1 second. For that, we can write down v equals u plus at. First, we need to find out vx equals ux plus ax into t. What is along the horizontal direction, x direction, whether acceleration is present? No. Acceleration is present only in the vertical direction. Therefore, acceleration is equal to 0. That will be equal to 20 root 2 into cos 45 1 by root 2. We will be getting it as 20 I cap. Now we are moving to the y-axis. Then Vy equals Uy plus Ay t. Uy is u sin 45. 20 root 2 into sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Therefore, we will get it as 20 plus Ay. Since it's in the upward direction, it is minus 10 into t is 1 second. Therefore, 20 minus 10, we got it as 10 j cap, since it is y-axis. So, what will be the velocity after 1 second? Velocity, we can write it as v equals 20 I cap plus 10 j cap. Now we are moving to the velocity at the ground. When it is reaching the ground, what will be its velocity? When this projectile, when it is reaching the ground, acceleration is in the downward direction and the velocity is just opposite. Here in the upward direction, when at the starting of its motion, when we throw the object, when the projectile started its movement, at that time it was moving in the upward direction, right? Velocity was acting in the upward direction, but at that time also acceleration was downwards. In the downward motion also, acceleration is still acting in the downward direction, only the velocity direction is changing. So how can we write down the velocity at the ground? So the velocity is just changing with respect to the direction alone is changing. So here ux velocity v will be equal to initial velocity will be x-axis velocity will remain same. So it will be 20 I cap and y-axis velocity will be changing, right, just opposite to the direction. So it will be minus 20 j cap. 20 cos 20 root 2 sin 45 minus 20 j cap. Okay, clear? So these things you should, here also we are using the same thing, x-axis, y-axis. When you are separately considering, it will be easy for you to find out the projectile motion questions. Clear? So next question is, a particle is projected from the ground at angle 45 degree with initial velocity 20 root 2 meter per second. What is the find the change in velocity? Same question only, actually it is same initial cases and all same only. Its angle is 45 degree and it is throwing with a velocity of 20 root 2 meter per second. We need to find out the change in velocity, we need to find out, and magnitude of average velocity and the direction it is asked. Okay, how can we find out the change in velocity? Only the angle and initial velocity is given. So relating to change in velocity, which formula we know? Acceleration will be equal to change in velocity divided by time. Right? So that is acceleration. What is the acceleration at this stage? When we are throwing an object in the upward direction, acceleration will be equal to minus 10 j cap. That will be equal to delta v divided by delta t. Okay. So here after here the time it's given like it is t from t equals 0 to t equal 3 seconds. Okay. So 10, 3, t equals 0 to t equals 3 seconds. So the time interval is 3. Therefore delta v we will be getting it as minus 10 j cap into 3, that is equal to minus 10 j. So that is the change in velocity. That means velocity is acting in the opposite direction, downward direction. Velocity is decreasing with respect to time. Change in velocity is negative over here. Okay. So next is minus 10 into 3, minus 30. Okay, then magnitude of average velocity in a time interval. So average velocity, second question is average velocity. Average velocity, what is the formula? Total displacement divided by total time, right? Then displacement divided by total time. How we can find out? Ut plus half at square divided by t. right? So t and t, when we are getting cancelled, we will get it as u plus half at. This is the formula to find out the average velocity. Here u initial velocity is 20 root 2 only given, so we need to consider it in the both the direction, that is x axis and y axis. So here we can write it as, I'll write down over here, u equals, what is u? Ux plus uy. Ux plus juy. So here ux is u cos 45 and here it is u sin 45. 20 root 2 into 1 by root 2, both are 20 only, 20 I cap plus 20 j cap. Then acceleration we will be getting it as minus 10j. So here it is minus 10j. Ax is 0, sorry. Ay equals minus 10j. So we will be applying the formula V average equals U is 20 I cap plus 20 j cap plus half into A is minus 10 j cap into T is 3. Okay, here we will be getting it as 20 I cap plus 20 j cap plus here it is minus 15 j. Therefore, 20 I cap plus 5 j cap, that will be the average velocity. So to find out, it's asked for the average velocity, magnitude and direction. How we will find out the magnitude? Here we got the vector formula, 20 I cap plus 20 j cap is the vector. V equals 20 I cap plus 5 j cap. So average velocity magnitude will be root of 20 square, that is 400, plus 5 square is 25, root 425. That will be the 20 into root something we will be getting, that is magnitude of V. And direction, how can we find out? Tan theta. Okay, Vx by Vy by Vx, that is tan theta. So here it is 5 by 20, it is 1 by 4. Vy Vx. Clear? So this is how we will be finding out. So in each and every problem, again and again I am saying the same thing, that is we need to convert our projectile motion into the velocity vector as well as the acceleration vector into components, and you can easily find out the final answer. Okay, so the next question is, the coach throws a baseball to a player with an initial speed of 20 meter per second at an angle 45 degree with the horizontal. So theta equals 45 degree and initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Okay, then with the at the moment the ball is thrown, the player is 50 meter from the coach. At what speed and in what direction must the player run to catch the ball at the same height at which it was released? So here we need to find out. So initial angle and velocity is given. Then he need to catch the ball, and for that he is already 50 meter away from the coach. And how long he should run to get the ball? With not how long, it's what is the distance? Distance only it is asked. How much distance he should cover with which velocity he should run. Okay. So here at what speed and in what direction must the player run to catch the ball? So here we need to find out the speed of the speed of the player we need to find out. And direction also, the magnitude and direction we need to find out. So this initial velocity is given and angle also given. Speed, to find out the speed of the player, how much distance he is traveling in a specific interval of time, that one we require. So for that we don't know how much distance it will be traveling, that ball how much distance it will be traveling, we don't know how long it will take to reach the ground, that also we don't know. So first we will find out those two, that is here first we need to find out the range and the time. Range equals u square sine 2 theta divided by g, right? And time equals 2u sine theta by g. First substitute these equations. U square is 20 square, sine 2 theta sine 90 is 1 divided by 10, so it is 40 meters. And here it is t equals 2u sine theta by g. Time required, we will be getting it as 2 into 20 into sine 45 into g. So here we will be getting it as, so here it will be equal to 20 by root 2. 20 I can write it as, sorry, not 20, 4 by root 2. 2 into 2 divided by root 2, that will be the better way. So 2 root 2 we will be getting. So the time required is 2 root 2. Within this time, he should cover, that ball will be covering 40 meters. So the player is already at a distance 50 meter from the coach. When the coach is throwing the ball, the ball is about to fall the ground at 40 meters. So from the this is the coach position of the coach, and here the player is here who is at a distance 50 meter away. When the coach is throwing the ball, it is falling at a distance of 40 meter. So the player should run, how much distance he should run? He should run 10 meters. So we know that velocity of the player, velocity equals distance traveled divided by time. Distance traveled is, he will be traveling a distance of 10 meter. 10 divided by time is 2 root 2. So we will be getting it as 5 by root 2 meter per second. Okay, this is the velocity of the ball. Clear? This is how we will be finding out the velocity of the player. So already he is at a distance of 50 meter. He need to come 10 meter forward. Okay. Next question is, a ball is thrown horizontally from a point 100 meter above the ground with a speed of 20 meter per second. Find the time taken to reach the ground. So here it's a ball is thrown horizontally from a point 100 meter above the ground. Horizontally 100 meter above the ground. So already height is there with a speed of 20 meter per second. So speed, initial velocity is given as 20 meter per second. You need to find out the time taken to reach the ground. So here how we can find out this? See here theta is not given. Instead of that 100 meter height is given and 20 meter is the initial velocity. So we can use S is equal to ut plus half at square and find out the, because velocity is acting only in the horizontal direction, vertical direction velocity is 0. So initial velocity is 0. S is equal to ut plus half at square. You can substitute and find out the time. And horizontal distance it travels before reaching the ground. Then horizontal distance you need to consider, that is acceleration is equal to 0. You can find out the distance. This velocity into time will give you horizontal distance. So that one I think it's easy one for you. And the next one, we will move to the next question. Okay. A particle moves in the xy plane with a constant acceleration directed along the negative y-axis, okay, downward direction. The equation of path of the particle has the form y is equal to bx minus cx square. Okay, are positive constants. Find the velocity of the particle at the origin of coordinates. So a particle moves in xy plane with constant accelerated directed along the negative y-axis. So from the top it is coming downward direction, negative y-axis. So here it will be a projectile motion. Y is equal to ax plus bx square. In that format if it is there, then it will be the equation of parabola. So since it is a parabolic equation, it will be under projectile motion. So here we need to find the velocity of the particle at the origin of coordinates. Velocity we need to find out. So we can just compare this equation with this one and find out the value of u, show you how to do. So here the question is given y equals bx minus cx square. Since we are identifying this as the equation of parabola and it will be a projectile motion, then we can compare that equation with the equation of projectile. That is, path of the projectile is x tan theta minus gx square divided by 2u square cos square theta. This one I am just rearranging in terms of tan theta only, because here tan theta and again it is cos theta, that will be difficult, right? So 1 by cos square theta, we can write it as sec square theta. Sec square theta will be equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So if I am writing down that equation over here, gx square divided by 2u square into 1 plus tan square theta. So when we are comparing these two equations, here we will get it as b equals tan theta and g is 10. That one we know it is acceleration due to gravity only, and here it is c equals g by 2u square into 1 plus tan square theta, that is c. Now we can substitute that value over here. C equals g by 2u square. G is 10, that one we know. 1 plus tan theta, we already got it as b. Therefore, tan square theta we can write it as b square. So, in terms of the given equation, it is converted. Therefore, u square equals g by 2c into 1 plus b square. Okay. So, u will be equal to under root. Okay, clear? So this is how. So this kind of equations are little bit easy, you will be feeling, if you are trying to solve this using what is that, coordinate method. Okay, and these four formulas please try to by heart. Okay, so in next class we will be coming with some more numericals, and I hope you like the session, and if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.